Hey everyone, it's Alex. Welcome back to another episode of English with the Hobbit. Today, things are heating up. Gandalf isn't holding back, and Bilbo is in the spotlight again. We've got emotions, secret maps, and even dragons. Let's jump into this powerful scene and discover some amazing English expressions along the way. He scowled so angrily at Gloin that the dwarf huddled back in his chair. And when Bilbo tried to open his mouth to ask a question, he turned and frowned at him and stuck out his bushy eyebrows, till Bilbo shut his mouth tight with a snap. "That's right," said Gandalf. "Let's have no more argument. I have chosen Mr. Baggins, and that ought to be enough for all of you. If I say he's a burglar he is, or will be when the time comes. There's a lot more in him than you guess, and a deal more than he has any idea of himself. You may, possibly, all live to thank me yet. Now, Bilbo, my boy, fetch the lamp, and let's have a little light on this." On the table, in the light of a big lamp with a red shade, he spread a piece of parchment, rather like a map. "This was made by Thror, your grandfather, Thorin," he said in answer to the dwarves' excited questions. "It is a plan of the mountain." "I don't see that this will help us much," said Thorin disappointedly after a glance. "I remember the mountain well enough and the lands about it. And I know where Mirkwood is, and the withered heath where the great dragons bred." "There is a dragon marked in red on the mountain," said Balin. "But it will be easy enough to find him without that, if ever we arrive there." "There is one point that you haven't noticed," said the wizard, "and that is the secret entrance." Wow, that was intense. From Gandalf's fierce stare to the mysterious map of the mountain. It's packed with drama. Now, let's take a closer look at some of the interesting English words and phrases that popped up in this scene. These will definitely help you sound more natural in English conversations. But before we get to the explanations of these words, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and of course, write a comment below. So, are you ready? Let's go. To scowl means to look at someone with a really angry or bad-tempered expression. It's that face your teacher makes when the class won't quiet down. Yeah, not a happy look at all. When you huddle, you curl up close, usually because you're cold or scared. Imagine a group of people gathering around a campfire, tight and close. That's huddling. We all know what a mouth is, but here it's more about trying to speak. When someone opens their mouth in stories, it often means they're about to say something important or get interrupted. A frown is like the opposite of a smile. It shows worry, confusion, or annoyance. Think of your eyebrows pulling together like they're having a meeting. That's a frown. When someone shuts their mouth tight, they're not just staying quiet. They're determinately quiet. Like when you want to argue, but know it's not the time. Snap. Here is the sound or feeling when something closes quickly and suddenly. Like when you slam a book shut. Bilbo's mouth snapped shut, fast and firm. An argument isn't just shouting. It's when people strongly disagree. Sometimes friendly, sometimes fiery, but always about trying to prove a point. Ought is a fancy way to say should. Like, you ought to call your grandma more often. It's a little old school, but super common in English stories. There's a lot more in him. This phrase means someone has hidden talents or strength. Bilbo might look ordinary, but Gandalf sees something powerful inside, like a secret hero. And a deal more than he has any idea. This just means Bilbo doesn't even realize how capable he is. It's like when your friend doesn't know they're good at singing, but everyone else hears it. You may possibly. Adding possibly here makes the sentence softer, less certain, like saying it might happen. It keeps things polite but open-ended. Shade here means the soft cover over a lamp. It's like sunglasses for the light, dimming it a bit to make the room feel cozier. A piece of. This phrase is used before uncountable nouns, like a piece of cake or a piece of advice. Here, it's a piece of parchment, like a single sheet. Parchment is old-school paper made from animal skin. People used it before regular paper, perfect for ancient maps and important letters. A map shows you where things are. It can be for cities, treasure, or even dragon lairs. In fantasy stories, maps are essential. Was made by. Simple but useful. This shows who created something. Like this cake was made by Grandma. In our story, the map was made by Thror. A plan is a drawing or idea of how to do something. Here, it's a design of the mountain. Think of it like a fantasy-style blueprint. Disappointedly. This adverb means someone feels let down or sad because things didn't go how they wanted. Thorin looked at the map, hoped for more, and was let down. To glance is to look quickly, not deeply. Like when you peek at your phone during a boring meeting. Just a second-long look. The lands about it. This means the lands around it. In older English, about sometimes means near or around. So Thorin is talking about the surrounding area. Withered means dry, shriveled, or lifeless. Picture old flowers left too long without water. Not a happy, lively place. A heath is an open, uncultivated land, wild and covered in shrubs. It sounds peaceful, but in this story, it's where dragons come from. Yikes. To breed means to raise or reproduce animals. So dragons were bred in the withered heath. They were born and raised there. Easy enough. This means not difficult. It's like saying, we don't need help with this, we've got it. Sometimes said with confidence or overconfidence. Point here means an important detail or feature. When Gandalf says, you haven't noticed the point, he means they missed something key. A secret entrance is a hidden way in, like a secret door in a wall or behind a bookshelf. Always exciting in stories, right? And that's it for today's episode. Gandalf clearly knows more than anyone else, and we're finally seeing how special Bilbo really is. If you enjoyed this story and learned something new, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more English magic with The Hobbit. See you in the next episode.